So the Pacha Foundation awarded me the Power of One award, and looking at the contributions I'm making. So we were awarded the fastest growing Indian company and with the excellence, and in April I bought the whole town. So I'm the mayor. This is located in British Columbia, Canada. This is the closest point to all of the toilets. So we can solve India's energy crisis and its pollution. They don't want to do anything. 3 years ago, I met with the central government, the energy minister, and the Indian shoot kids. He wasn't too happy. He asked me what the price is, I named the price. Right? But the beauty of it is that we can solve India's energy problem. But Indian bureaucracy doesn't want to solve the problem. You can see how beautiful it is. So, that is it, and I know that some of you missed it, and
Sir, just one sentence.
Okay.
So our goal is to manufacture a range of technologies, the low tech, the medium tech, high tech, and the highest of the high tech, and establish our own express and mobile clinic, general and super specialty medical centers. Our goal is to establish as many as 1,000 super specialty medical centers, including comprehensive cancer center. The goal is to reduce the death and suffering from cancer, cardiac, diabetes, and all the diseases by 50% by the end of next decade. As part of that, we're also going to provide purified drinking water and affordable sewer system to every part of India, including Tamil Nadu. In addition, we have established a division called EE, Education, Empowerment, and Equality, to promote women. Women share a larger responsibility of the society. Every man and a woman, including the greatest men and women, were given birth to, nourished, and raised and nurtured by women, and they often share a larger share of the responsibilities of raising the children, family, and also juggling a career. So our goal is to focus on manufacturing a large number of technologies in India over time, and we have currently 50 employees, and we were about a few employees about 2 years ago. Now we've grown, and our goal is to have thousands of employees, and currently we're setting up a manufacturing in Tamil Nadu to manufacture many other technologies. 33 years ago, I came to India seeking permission from Baba Atomic Research Center to manufacture technologies that we are manufacturing in Canada, US. They refused to give us the permission. We are the inventors and the pioneers of most of the radiation therapy technologies used today in the world, and we want to continue to innovate and offer, including particle therapy, which offers proton to carbon heavy ion therapy to provide a significantly better clinical outcome than what we have now.
Nowadays, now in India is using cancer photon technology. Now you are trying carbon technology.
Right. So the difference between a proton and carbon is that carbon heavy ion is produced using a 400 MeV synchrotron. Proton is produced using 230 MeV cyclotron. Unfortunately, the proton therapy has not shown better clinical outcome than X-ray or gamma ray. So in the United States, many centers who established proton therapy centers spending hundreds of millions of dollars have filed for bankruptcy. So in the United States, nobody's buying a proton therapy. Unfortunately, in countries like India and developed countries, they often buy the technology that's being rejected by the West after 10, 20 years. So proton therapy is not as good as people promote it because it has not shown improved clinical outcome.
So in carbon technology, is there any 100% curable?
The carbon heavy ion, what it does is that it requires a much more precise treatment. On top of that, we can treat patients 3 or 5 fractions, whereas a proton therapy is given now for 40 fractions. That means the patient have to come 40 different days for treatment. With carbon, we can do that 3 to 5 times a week and practically every day in 3 days or 5 days. So we can give much, much better and more precise and more effective treatment than proton.
Sir, have you introduced in India? Is there in any other states?
The carbon technology currently being used in Japan, and we're building our first system, and we plan to establish our first facility in 2 years, and after that we plan to mass produce it, and we would like to have at least 100 centers with particle therapy with proton to carbon in India by the end of next decade.
Sir, how much cost it will take?
The typical carbon therapy facility could cost anywhere from $40 to $50 million to $100 million or more, depending upon how many treatment rooms we have. But our goal is to manufacture ourselves and establish it ourselves so that we can reduce the cost per treatment. So the treatment cost can be no more than what we are paying for the high-tech radiation therapy treatment today.
Your good name, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, introduce yourself just.
My name is Krishnan Suthanthiran. I'm the president and founder of TeamBest Medical Companies and Best Cure Foundation. And I left India in 1969. My father died of cancers in 1968. For me, this is a 50-year journey, and I launched a global war on cancer in 2015. Also, I'm planning to produce LNG, methanol, and export crude oil, methanol, LNG, and LPG from Canada to all of Asia. And we could solve the energy problem and the pollution problem in India. For 5 years, I've tried to talk to the Indian government, but they're not interested in solving the problem. It's unfortunate. Thank you.